Hello everyone, myself Rakesh Pandey. Welcome to our next video of the chapter The Cell. This chapter is very important for class 9 standard because it contains all different aspects for biology. See, life starts from cell only, so it's very necessary, it's very important to know about the basic unit of the life. Okay, so we have studied in last class till nucleus, and we have seen about in some introduction of cell organelles. Now today we'll start one by one. So we'll see one by one about the cell organelles. We'll explain, we'll see their function, structure, we'll discuss all types of cell organelles. Now moving on, the first endoplasmic reticulum. Before that, I want to explain about their structure of the cell. So cell is divided into two basic parts, that is called cell organelle, cell boundaries and protoplasm. Now cell boundary means how they are covered. They are covered through cell wall and plasma membrane. After that, protoplasm means the living content of the cell. So the living content of the cell is cytoplasm and nucleus. In cytoplasm divided two basic forms, cell organelles, vacuoles, cytoplasm inclusion, cytosol also. In cellular organelles, we have two divide depending on the membrane wise, two membranes. First is two membrane wise, that is called the double membrane and membraneless. Now the membrane bounded cell organelle is divided to double membrane and single membrane. The double membrane contain mitochondria and plastids. In plastid we will study about chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast. Okay. Uh, in single membrane, various cell organelles are present like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, peroxisomes. And in membraneless, they don't have any membrane. So if they don't have any membrane, there are two examples, ribosome and centrosome. They are the two examples of membraneless. Okay, so this is the classification according to the membrane wise we have differentiated it. Okay, now explaining one by one, first move to endoplasmic reticulum. Now it is a endomembranous system. What is means? It means what? If we see here, it's a membranous network and fills with intracellular cavity. Cavity means having some space in it. Okay. Now they are formed with three forms: cisternae, vesicles and tubules. You can see here cisternae, vesicles and tubules. Means endoplasmic reticulum is made from three structures called cisternae, vesicles and tubules. Okay. Now they have different structure and their function wise we divide into two types. First is the RER and SER, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so basically we divide into two. How they are divided, what are their functions? Now the first function is they helps in skeletal framework of the cell. What means skeletal frame of the cell? Means they helps to make the cell strong from inner side. That is why they are directly connected with cytoskeleton, makes them rigid, hard. After that, they are the direct contact with the nucleus. So it is a pathway of distribution of nuclear material from one cell to other cells. Very important. After that, they helps to secrete some enzymes, important fats, steroids, cholesterol. That is why they helps in secretion also. they have ribosome, so they helps in protein synthesis. There are three main functions, four main functions. Apart from these four main functions, they helps in detoxification of the cell. Detoxification of the cell means if any poison like or toxic substance is present inside the cell, they helps to neutralize that substance. Okay, so it's very important for the cell. And last one is they helps in membrane biogenesis. Membrane biogenesis means they helps in the formation of plasma membrane. That is why they are called membrane biogenesis. Okay, means their enzymes are needed for the formation of membranes. Fine. Next is, what is the difference between our rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum? So it's very important that we should know the difference. The difference is, rough endoplasmic reticulum is made from cisternae. Okay, remember this, they are made from cisternae. They are made from vesicles and tubules. They have ribosome on their surface in RER, and SER they don't have ribosome. It's a basic difference. They help to make protein and they help to make lipid. Lipid means fat, and steroids. They are helpful in the formation of hormones. Okay. Now after that, where they are found, RER is abundantly found in plasma cells and pancreatic cells. Plasma cells are they helps to make antibodies. Antibodies are those protein which helps to combat with antigens. Antigen means foreign particle, and they are found in liver cell because they have to do their detoxification, and they secrete steroid, so they have to secrete from testis because testis secretes testosterone, and testosterone is example of steroid hormone. Okay, so this is the example. After that, ribosome. So what is ribosome? Ribosome, in earlier slide we have studied, ribosome don't have any membrane. So these are dense, spherical and granular particles which occur freely in the matrix. Okay, so ribosome are formed in three places, you have to remember. Okay, first is on RER, second is in the cytoplasm in prokaryotes, and third one in mitochondria and chloroplast. Okay, how chemically they are chemically made up of RNA and made up of protein. Okay, lipids are not present in the ribosomes, point to remember. Okay, fine. Now where they are found, they are found present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes except RBC. So what is the main function of ribosome? The main function of ribosome is to make protein for the cell. Very important. Protein helps in the repairment of the cell. Okay, now see the diagram here. Ribosomes are attached on the endoplasmic membrane. See here, number one. Number two, the ribosome have two parts. This is the smaller subunit and this is the larger subunit. Okay, and here messenger RNA is converted through ribosome and forms growing polypeptides. Growing polypeptides are further converts into protein. So the main function ribosome is to make protein from mRNA to protein. Okay, mRNA means messenger RNA. Through ribosome they help to synthesis proteins, and polypeptides are the precursors. Polypeptides are the smaller form of protein. After that they converts into full molecule of protein. Okay, next is Golgi bodies. Now Golgi bodies are the secretory organelle of the cell. What is secretory organelle? Which helps in the secretion of various substances, cellular secretions. Okay, now one by one we will see here. See, the number one is they are membrane bounded, means they have membrane. They are also made from three structures: vesicles, vacuoles, and cisternae. They don't have tubules, just remember this. Okay, now they have cisternae in a parallel rows. They have very extensive network, and they are found near the nucleus, and they are also found in, see here, in plant cell. Golgi bodies are called dictyosomes. They are called dictyosomes. Okay, so see here, these are called cisternae. This type parallel rows are called cisternae. These are the vesicles which is discharged, and after that what they have some secretions. They have some cellular secretions are there. Okay, if anyone the question comes, what will happen if no Golgi body? There will be no secretion, the cell will dry, and after that it dies. Okay, after that, what are the main functions of Golgi bodies? The main function of Golgi bodies is helps in packaging secretion of the cells. Okay, lysosomes, they helps in the secretory vesicles, like what? Like enzymes, proteins, cellulose, melanin pigment. Our skin color is due to the secretions of Golgi bodies, and the skin color is based on our melanin pigment. The dark person having high amount of melanin, that's why it's looking dark. Okay, the fair complexion or the whitish people have very less amount of melanin. Okay, and melanin pigment helps from or it protects from UV rays also. And the last function is they also helps in from synthesis of cell wall, plasma membrane, and lysosomes. See, plasma membrane is formed with the help of endoplasmic reticulum also, and with the help of Golgi bodies also. Okay, so next is lysosomes. See how lysosomes helps. Lysosomes are very small spherical sac like structure which which are widely distributed in the cytoplasm. In cytoplasm, I mean basically they are found in animal cell because they have their very special function. They are very small vesicles, you can see diagram here, and they have very strong, very powerful enzyme called hydrolytic enzyme. This hydrolytic enzyme helps to digest any organic material. That is why lysosome enzymes are used in fertilization of egg. The acrosome of sperm contains lysosomal enzyme, hydrolytic enzyme, which is helpful to penetrate the wall of uh, female egg. Okay, now lysosome enzymes are made by RER, which is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Means RER helps from RER helps to make rough lysosomal enzymes, and they are called hydrolytic enzymes. Now, what are the functions of lysosomes? There are basically three functions of lysosomes. First is they are called digestive bags. Digestive bags are, how they are called digestive bags? See, they helps to destroy any foreign material which comes from outside, like bacteria and virus. So they protect the cell from infections. Very important, this is natural mechanism of our body, natural immunity of the body to protect from these types of infections. Okay, and how they protect, they generally releases their enzymes, and the enzymes are very strong, and these enzymes easily break the walls of bacteria, and the bacteria dies. After that, some other function, they also remove worn out and poorly working cellular organelles. Suppose any cell organelle is not performing well, it's underperforming, so the lysosomes helps to make totally remove that cell organelle, and after that they get a chance to make a new cell organelle to work properly. That's why they are called demolition squads. scavengers, and cellular housekeepers. So they are the other names of lysosomes. Third main function is during the breakdown of cellular structure. During the breakdown of cellular structure, the cell gets damaged by their own enzymes, which is released by lysosome. That's why they are called suicidal bag of the cell. This is a very important question. This comes for 2 marks. Why lysosomes are called suicidal bags? So you have to answer during the breakdown of cellular structure. When gets the cell breaks when there is any injury. Okay, so at that time they generally releases this enzyme, and due to that enzyme the cell gets ruptured at the time only, and the body gets a chance to form new cells. If they form a new cell, they work more than this injured cell. That's why they are called suicidal bags. So there are 3 names and the 3 functions. Digestive bags, they are called digestive bags. They are called cellular housekeepers, and they are also called suicidal bags of the cell. So lysosomes works like this. After that we have mitochondria. Now how mitochondria helps for the cell? See, mitochondria found in plant cell also and animal cell also, because the main function of mitochondria is to make energy for the cell. So how is structure of mitochondria? The structure of mitochondria, they are very tiny body, varying shapes, cylindrical, rod shapes, spherical, different shapes are there. Every mitochondrial structure contains double membrane envelope. In double membrane envelope, they have outer membrane and an inner membrane. Okay, the outer membrane is porous, and the inner membrane is converts into folds. Okay, and the inner membrane, these folds are called cristae. This member cristae, and with some dots are there, and these dots are called F1 particles. These F1 particles are called oxysomes. Just remember this point. Not only F1 particles are there, F0 particles also there, but just remember this, these are called F1 particles called oxysomes. These oxysomes are helpful during the cellular respiration. Okay, apart from that they have some interior cavity, okay, which is proteinaceous in nature, and this proteinaceous in nature will have some very small size ribosomes, circular DNA, some granules are there. Okay, so this is how their structure is. Now where they are present, where they are absent, they are present all eukaryotic cells, but they are absent in bacteria, and they are absent in some mammalian RBC. Okay, they are absent, nucleus is also absent in RBC. Fine, let's see the structure here. This is the structure of mitochondria. You can see here outer membrane, inner membrane, outer chamber, inner chamber with matrix. Okay, so see here they have DNA molecule, and this DNA molecule is circular in nature. You can see here they have ribosome also for the protein synthesis. Okay, now the structure like this. See, the matrix is present here. Matrix is proteinaceous in nature. Okay, they have cristae, this finger like projection, this fold is called cristae. Okay, so this is basic structure of mitochondria. You have to practice twice thrice, because the structure of mitochondria many times comes in exams, so you have to practice properly. Now what are the functions of mitochondria? See, the main function of mitochondria is cellular respiration. In what happens in cellular respiration? In cellular respiration, the carbohydrates or fats reacts with oxygen, molecular oxygen, to form carbon dioxide and release water. So what happen if they release carbon dioxide and water? They helps to make energy. This ATP, oxidation releases energy. This is the energy currency of the cell. ATP, adenosine triphosphate. There are also energy currency like this, ADP also, AMP also, but this is high energy. So mitochondria synthesize energy rich compound ATP. That is why mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell. Very important. Why mitochondria is called powerhouse cell? Because this they form ATP. They store energy, and with that energy the cell uses that energy in different processes. Why DNA is called semi-autonomous organelles? See, mitochondria have their own protein, they have their own DNA. That is why they are called semi-autonomous organelle. Just remember this: the mitochondria have their own DNA and have their own protein. See, DNA is also present in the nucleus in the form of chromatin in nucleoplasm, but DNA is also present in the mitochondria so that they can self replicate. Other cell organelles have the limitation, okay, but mitochondria can self replicate because they have their own protein, they have their own ribosome, and they have their own DNA also. So these are the three main functions, okay. So we have just talked about ATP. So what do you mean by ATP? It is adenosine triphosphate. No, why I have to study in a separate slide about ATP? Because ATP is very important. See, ATP is used in all different functions of the body. We'll see here. See, it is known as energy currency of the cell. Okay, we can call it fuel.